Evening, you are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV, and I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Tension escalates in Imphal East and Nongshum as security forces use tear gas and smoke bombs to disperse protesters, several injured. Uripok Apunbalub urges Union Home Secretary to order a thorough investigation into Laimakong arson and fix responsibility. Government targets completion of all ongoing rigid payment road projects across the state by 2027, says Public Works Department. And Manipur observes World Population Day 2026, estimates state's population to touch 33 lakh in upcoming census. And now to top stories. Tension escalated in Nongshum area of Imphal East after security forces deployed tear gas shells and smoke bombs to disperse a large group of protesters, leaving several individuals injured. The unrest was triggered by a joint mass combing operation conducted by the CRPF Cobra unit and Manipur police commandos, during which several village volunteers were allegedly arrested. Meanwhile, Iraipa Kanbalop Ikal strongly condemned the actions of the security forces. Speaking to media persons, Ikal Women's Wing convener Hekrujam Malim Konbi Laima alleged that state and central forces are targeting local village volunteers who were forced to defend their own communities due to lack of government protection. She accused security agencies of adopting an unequal approach, claiming that authorities are cracking down on the Meitei volunteers while allowing Kuki militants to operate freely. Malim Kombi also expressed skepticism over the guarding of the village by security forces, citing the recent incident in Kanto Sabal, where 6 Meitei houses were set ablaze despite the heavy presence of central security forces.
Ako'y ngasi tawriba mong si ako'y nasunga yaba ngamjaroy ako'y mako'y ngasi tawriba mapam si tawriba si ngarang nahangkata ako'y nakanto sabal da kanto hariba mapam da tawkriba dugumna ako'y hariba kungang ngasi tasu mako'y ngaaga mako'y ngai haibagi kanoda ako'y hariba kungang sisu mako'y ngai karisu tawroy haidana ako'y gibuthiamaga thamaga mako'y na may thadoribra haiba wakamse ako'y tasengna ako'y thamoida ningnangba haiba do poksa
Lob in short, UAL has submitted a representation to the Union Home Secretary of the Ministry of Home Affairs demanding a thorough investigation into major security lapses surrounding the recent arson attack at Kanto Sabal. In the representation, the organization explained how the incident occurred, alleging that suspected Kuki militants set fire to 6 Meitei houses in broad daylight at Kanto Sabal in Imphal West District, despite the heavy presence of central security forces stationed nearby. It further raised serious questions about the failure of the forces to protect the properties, while accusing them of blocking Meitei villages from entering the area to extinguish the flames. It added that this restriction led to a heated confrontation, resulting in injuries to several villages. UAL also accused the central forces of denying entry to the state police on the same day, pointing to a critical lack of coordination between the two forces. Holding the central security forces accountable for negligence, the organization demands fair compensation and swift rehabilitation for the affected homeowners. They call for a thorough inquiry into the operational lapses, the immediate arrest and punishment of the perpetrators, and urgent government action to safely resettle internally displaced persons into their original villages. Foothills Naga Coordination Committee (FNCC) has submitted a memorandum to the Union Home Minister seeking immediate and impartial investigation into the arson incident at Kanto Sabal on July 11. The committee expressed concern that the incident occurred near the gate of the headquarters of the 57th Mountain Division of the Indian Army, an area with significant security presence. It stated that the incident has raised concerns over existing security arrangements and coordination among security agencies. FNCC has urged the Government of India to identify and prosecute those responsible under the law. It also called for stronger security measures in and around Kanto Sabal and Laimakong. The committee sought review of possible security lapses and better coordination between the Indian Army, Central Armed Police Forces and Manipur Police. It further requested relief and rehabilitation for the affected families and demanded swift action to help restore public confidence and strengthen peace and stability in the region. Additional Chief Engineer of Public Works Department, PWD, Jabungbam Uttam, has maintained that a target has been set to complete the ongoing rigid pavement project by 2027. Additional Chief Engineer Jabungbam Uttam was speaking during Meet the Press program, which was organized by DIPR at its office in Nithya Park today. Speaking in the program, CH Uttam maintained that the rigid pavement project is taken up under Manipur Urban Road, Drainage and Asset Management Improvement Project and through funding from Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. The project covers a greater Imphal area and 77 villages in Imphal East and Imphal West districts on the 16 assembly constituencies. The project is worth 3,647 rupees with the aim to improve a road condition in the state, which is often exposed to frequent deterioration due to rain. While explaining about the significance of the rigid pavement project, Additional Chief Engineer Jabungbam Uttam said the project is set to be completed by 2027.
Flood lakpagi matungda khoi infrastructure da sokhiba si myam jemong semkat sagat tawnabagi damakta saski ngokada thabak mari imsu sanction torki magi costing around 41.16 crore tai masali da salan thong yawi kuyat thong yawi Imphal Tamai road yawi strengthening of Bishnupur Nungba road yawi asagi salan thongi portion ji almost 90% lore kuyat thong ji complete loisan khre Imphal Tamai road si around 30% progress ta lei Bishnupur Nungba tabak si loisan khre aduna ani loi khre ani ma progress ta leiri aduga salan thong ji almost loi do rahi tare 2025-26 ta same funding asagi saski gi makada akoina bridge mari mane sorok mapan mane building traffic mane around 419.3 crore tawgi senthong gi makada sigi thabak myam pakachai.
Director of Family Welfare Services Manipur, Dr. N. Bino, has estimated the total population of Manipur in 2026 to be 33,06,000. Dr. N. Bino was speaking during World Population Day 2026 observance, which was jointly organized by Directorate of Health and Family Welfare Services Manipur and State Health Society, National Health Mission Manipur at Hotel Classic Grand today. State Mission Director of National Health Mission Manipur, Dr. M. Dinesh, Head of Department of Obstetrician Gynecologist RIMS, Dr. M. Rameshwar, Head of Department of Gynecologist Jenims, Dr. Helen Kame, along with other eminent persons attended the program, which was held on the theme Healthy Timing and Spacing Between Pregnancies for Well-Being of Mother and Child and to Prevent Unintended Pregnancies. Gifts were also presented to districts which have received Best Performing Award during the observance. Speaking in the program, Dr. Bino maintained that World Population Day is being observed on July 11th every year to raise awareness about global population issues, including the importance of family planning, gender equality, poverty, maternal health and human rights. He added that the world has 8 billion population and India with 1.47 billion people contribute about 17.7% to total global population. As per census 2011, Manipur's total population was recorded to be 28,55,794, which include 14,38,000 males and 14,17,000 females. The sex ratio was recorded to be 985 females per 1,000 males. Further, Dr. Inbino asserted that total population of Manipur in 2026 may touch 33,06,000 with 16,57,000 males and 16,50,000 female population.
Access to the productive health services, family planning, informations, and contraceptives to empower individuals and the families to make informed choice about their reproductive lives, to draw attention to the challenges posed by rapid population growth such as resource scarcity, environmental degradation, and the socio-economic disparities, to advocate for gender equality and women's empowerment, emphasizing the role of education, health access, and economic opportunities in population management and sustainable development.
Women folk from the Meitei and Kabui communities staged a sit-in at Leishangkong Kaithel Macha demanding a resolution to the ongoing crisis. The demonstration was organized by Imphal Leishangkong Kabui Women's Association, Yumnam Huidrom and Thiam Leishangkong Mairapaibi under the aegis of Amuko, Poire Leimarol, Amowoba, Kohar and MSF. Speaking on the sidelines, Leishangkong Kabui Women's Association Secretary M. Agumai stated that the government has failed to make sincere efforts towards resolving the crisis and addressing the extreme hardships endured by the public. Questioning whether the government is prioritizing illegal Kuki immigrants over indigenous communities, Agumai lamented that the administration has remained silent despite Kuki militants allegedly waging a war against the Meitei, Tangkhul and Liangmai communities. She further demanded the immediate arrest of those responsible for the brutal murder of 6 Liangmai hostages and the recent arson attack at Kanto Sabal. CPI Manipur State Council spokesperson R.K. Amusana has accused the incumbent government of deliberately prolonging the crisis. The party also condemned the recent arson attack at Kanto Sabal in the strongest terms. Addressing a press conference at Irawat Bhavan, BT Road, Imphal, Amusana called on government leaders to resign if they cannot ease public hardships and resolve the current turmoil. Noting that citizens have lived in extreme chaos for more than 3 years, the veteran CPI leader highlighted systemic failures in law and order, public safety, education, the economy and the highly uncertain future of the state. He went on to urge the state government to demand a special relief package from the central government for those severely affected by the crisis, asking ministers and MLAs to resign on moral grounds if they cannot boldly present the people's grievances to the centre. Amusana warned that the CPI Manipur State Council along with the public will launch massive public agitations if the government fails to continue to ignore the people's suffering.
sida khanna tum ta chada tara hona ga assembly phama ware blor ga center ta tangna kada ba state ki woi ba tongan ba ware blor ga masi kanna ba development ki hona kada da hojik adu nata bida karino party sing sida tongan election je hayeng ta godo dongna election lom da hojik ti vote khom gi election ki campaign lom sangjen badong tawe masi hojik manipur gi matam chi ka chana di na communist party na lo hojik manipur kannu matam ni manipur miyam kannu matam ni manipur ke pun besaktam ki tamta mayam hawdna party adu da thidna akhoi miyam pull ga central government state government se takhai no matam ni manipur kan gada bani sida vote kari de na thawai option gi dna hojik kaino marom da sapse mase hojik matam chadri na lawi manam china aroi bada manipur kan da yaroi manipur sarkar madu kan na title lo central government ta tangna gada bani opposition oi gere no na kangna tangna bangam dra kan hairo public ta aseng ba koi tangna bangam dre.
Indigenous Peoples Organization IPOM has strongly condemned the arson attack on the Meitei houses at Kanto Sabal, which is located just a few meters away from Laimukong Army Camp. In a press note issued by its publicity secretary, Jemson Kuman expressed concern over inability of central security forces to prevent such incident at highly sensitive area. It maintained that such recurring incidents have weakened public confidence in central security forces and has created a perception that anti-social and violent elements are able to target innocent civilians and their properties with full impunity. While asserting that it is the constitutional obligations of the state to safeguard citizens and their properties, IPOM demanded prompt arrests of individuals who were involved in the arson attack. IPOM also demanded government to conduct immediate assessment of the losses suffered by the affected families and provide just, fair and adequate compensation for the destroyed houses and properties. IPOM also demanded government to reassure affected families for their safety and must ensure for their resettlement without fear. Delhi Meitei Coordinating Committee DMCC has condemned the arson attack at Kanto Sabal in Imphal West, where at least 6 homes belonging to Meitei families were reportedly set ablaze on July 11th. In a statement, DMCC questioned the security response, pointing out that the incident occurred near major military installations, including the 57th Mountain Division and Punjab Regiment camp at Laimukong. The MCC demanded accountability from state agencies, from security agencies, and sought an explanation over the alleged failure to prevent destruction of civilian property. The MCC also raised concerns over the handling of the aftermath, alleging that security forces prevented civilians from attempting to control the fire. It also criticized disparities in the enforcement of this armament process in Manipur. The committee called for action against those responsible for the violence, an end to support for armed groups, and restoration of law and order, while expressing solidarity with the affected families. Hundreds of Kuki-Zo people staged a massive protest rally across Kangpokpi district, demanding the immediate release of 3 community leaders arrested in connection with the July 11 Laimukong incident and condemning what the Committee on Tribal Unity (COTU) described as biased action by security forces against Kuki-Zo civil society leaders. The protest rally began from Nud Kalhang in downtown Kangpokpi and proceeded to Brigadier M. Thomas ground. Protesters also submitted a memorandum to Manipur Deputy Chief Minister Nemcha Kipgen, in which COTU sought the unconditional release of the detained leaders and an end to what it termed undue harassment of Kuki-Zo leadership. It also raised objections to the reported midnight raid conducted on July 12th at the residence of Bong Fazol village chief Dongmilal Haukib by CRPF Cobra personnel, alleging that the operation was carried out without a search warrant or the presence of local police.
All
And now, before we move on to other news, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching Sktiv News.
Akoi rice, Akoi Agro Mining Associates na miyam gidama amuka su panganjare fortified rice haplabacheng, Akoi fortified added rice. Season abiu kana balobiu, miron mimama amadi punung de leriba angang de gina chorok laba fawbada, masa sondam nadamba, mahi masing de puning changdaba, chaudam thinba, brain son mana chingba kaya ohelakpa yabadagi ngakthok pangamba, makup tana sugai raba cheng the micronutrients haptuna amuk chengi mawong matawga chak manana sem laba cheng makhal amani fortified rice. Akoi fortified added rice asi phasai na su ayaba piraba Bharat Sarkar na ICDS napsa midday meal na chingba scheme kayada fortified rice haptuna miyam da phanganbagum chak manana phanganjari bani masida iron folic acid vitamin B12 na chingba machal suna yauri atopa lamga changdam na duna quality laina puthoklaba hekta makthongduna saba yaraba chengi Akoi fortified added rice season abiu Akoi fortified added rice
Baikotana piri maru chikpatin singdagi ngakthokpata natana atopa kanaba sing khudamuina pambi singbu mara hena sathanba amasung phau pambi singbu masa hena pokhandona phauthok asuki matik lehele matam sangna tin tahande hanjan hidak sajanabagi mathau tahande buyers ke baikota lau balomi singda thajabaga loinana hena saukhat halle amasung lomi singda akiba amata lehande Buyer Council Active asi phauthaba singkhakki ngakthongnaba semani amasung hidak asina napi makal khudimak manghan bangame sumna tangi phauhun khraba natraga lingkhraba matung numit nipani dagina 12 fawbagi manungda sijanabigedabani khwaidagi sathiba napi makal khudimak pusu manghan bangame maram asina khuleng nepigi chading hanthale loinana adongi senthok hengat halle lomi singi damaktadi Buyers Council Active na khwaidagi faraba pambaidi
Welcome back. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. Now proceeding with other news. Manipuri Students Federation MSF Kakching District Committee today submitted a memorandum to the Zonal Education Officer ZEO of Kakching requesting the inclusion of drug prevention lessons in the school curriculum. The memorandum highlighted the growing menace of substance abuse in the state and emphasized the importance of educating students early to keep them away from illicit substances. It further urged the authorities to introduce this preventive education from the primary to the higher secondary level, appealing to the ZEO to take immediate measures. In other news, General Secretary of Manipur Naga Youth Organization, Paugden Riamai, has alleged that the hold-up in file processing by Chief Engineer of Water Resources Department has caused delay in facilitating of promotion for eligible candidates in 23 vacant posts of both civil and mechanical assistant engineer posts of Water Resources Department. Speaking in this regard at Manipur Press Club, Paugden Riamai said memorandum have been submitted to Chief Minister and Governor regarding the delay in promotion of AE post in Water Resources Department. He further maintained that it has been delayed to hold up in file processing by Chief Engineer and appeal relevant authority to intervene in this regard.
By December 15th, representation also PK believe departmental promotion ki can say committee se semraga asigi leriba vacant 23 assistant engineer ki vacant posting se fill up tawnaba adum mathang high pi lebani asigi copy se Chief Secretary to the governments of Manipur si ara number se lera
Cease work strike by state government employees continue at various departments in the state. The employees have been demanding increase in DA, reintroduction of old pension scheme and increase in superannuation from at present 60 years to 62 years. Employees of Directorate of Education has carried out a cease work strike at its office in Imphal today. The cease work strike was carried out under the aegis of Manipur Government Services Federation. Speaking on the sideline of the strike, head clerk in charge of Directorate of Education S. Thangjam Kamala said MLAs, after their completion of their 5-year tenure, receive benefits as per old pension scheme. However, state government employees who have worked for over 40 years have been forced into new pension scheme. Speaking further, Kamla said government employees do not want to halt their duties. However, they have been compelled as they suffer various disadvantages and as they do not get their rightful benefits. She urged the government to fulfill their demands so that offices can function smoothly in the state.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯁꯨꯖꯒꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯐꯪꯐꯝ ꯊꯣꯛꯄꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯌꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯒꯣꯚꯔꯟꯃꯦꯟꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯨꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ ꯁꯨꯔꯒ ꯂꯥꯛꯏꯕꯅꯤ ꯅꯍꯥꯟ ꯗꯦꯠ 1 ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯐꯥꯎꯕ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯁꯨꯗꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯋꯥꯏ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯁꯨꯖꯒꯦ ꯃꯄꯤ ꯃꯄꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯐꯝ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯑꯁꯨ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤꯕꯁꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯥꯟꯖꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯏꯝꯄ꯭ꯂꯣꯌꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯑꯁꯨꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯋꯥꯔꯦ ꯏꯝꯄ꯭ꯂꯣꯌꯤ ꯋꯥꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯁꯨ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯋꯥꯔꯦ ꯋꯥꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯐꯪꯉꯤꯕ ꯇꯣꯂꯣꯞ वाली देश हापीरगदी मणिपुर से फाइनेंशियली सोथरीबसे खजितंग चाखटमिनगदौबनी हाइबगी वाखलोंदा वालिबसिंजे हापीयु हाइब
National People's Party (NPP) Manipur has issued a clarification over social media posts linking Kamang Lovum to the party in connection with the recent Kanto Sabal incident. In the press release issued by its media and IT cell, the party said that while Lovum had contested the 2022 Manipur Legislative Assembly election from Saitu constituency on an NPP ticket, he was not elected. The party further stated that he has not been an active member of the party since the conclusion of the 2022 elections. It further stated that any attempt to link him with the party in relation to the said incident is misleading and does not reflect the party's position. NPP urged the public and media to verify facts before drawing conclusions or making associations, while reiterating its commitment to transparency and to upholding its principles. Kuki Women Organization for Human Rights, in short KWOHR, has strongly condemned the CRPF's Cobra unit for an alleged warrantless midnight raid on the home of Kukizo Council Joint Secretary Naumilal Haukim. According to a press release issued by the organization, the armed personnel allegedly entered the residence in Wongpazol, Kangpokpi at around 2:30 a.m. on July 12, while the family, including women and children, were asleep. KWOHR termed the action a gross abuse of authority that severely violated constitutional safeguards, the rule of law, and basic human dignity. The organization maintained that authorities are duty-bound to obtain judicial authorization and follow established legal procedures for any search. KWOHR further urged the Government of India, the Ministry of Home Affairs and the CRPF to explain the legal basis of the operation. They also demanded an independent, time-bound inquiry into the incident and legal action against any personnel found guilty of violating procedures. District Protection Unit Kakching, Department of Pediatric and Preventive Dentistry, Dental College, RIMS Imphal, under the aegis of District Administration Kakching and Social Welfare Department, organized a Nanhi Muskan Mega Health Camp for children of 6 child care institutions in Kakching District today. A total of 122 children avail health card services during the camp, which was held at Hafao Thambal Children Home for Girls at Arong Kuno. Speaking on the sideline, District Child Protection Officer Kakching Gazo Rajkumari maintained that the health camp was organized with the aim to build good physical and mental health for children.
Department, RIMS department, ENT, dermatologist, pediatric, dental, amadi, psychiatric departments in Ingrid. Masigi came as the Pankugi Maramdi, Samna Haraga, Angang in San Matam Chana, Masa, the Ying Hoba, the Masamaru Pana, never the Mokta, Pena Pantuk Chavani, Game asida angang chamaga kun 120 children from pagi Kaching da leriba childcare institution taruk tagi bire.
The Merchant Association at Thoubal launched a 4-day tree plantation drive as a part of 77 Van Mahotsav 2026. The tree plantation drive is being organized in association with the Forest Department. A total of 500 saplings were planted at Yaripok Kakmayai Haibi Makong ground, Yaripok Malom Jalihanbi ground, Yaripok Malom Jalihanbi roadside, Yaripok Singa ground and Yaripok Singa hillside today.
77 suba ban ma so kan mai le na all timber merchant association gi thomi singna maroi na ko ji usra thabagi green promise ki mission na ma ko usra thaba ina club singa tarap to chasin jabani maroi na ko ngasi tang tara mari de na tang tara tre ko no mai matam lauraga koina club singa tarap to raga haiba mission na chasin jabasi da ngasi gi oina ko mpham manga thana ba siam thajara ko mpham ani suna thajin jare.
And now the sports news. In FIFA World Cup, the high-voltage semi-final clash between Spain and France has caught the attention of all football fans across the globe. The semi-final match of the FIFA World Cup, which starts at 12:30 a.m. later tonight, will feature Kylian Mbappe-led France team against Spain's teenage sensation Lamine Yamal. The winner of Tuesday's clash will advance to the World Cup final to face either Argentina or England. After entering this tournament as FIFA's top-ranked team, France has outscored its opponents 14-2. Mbappe, the 2022 Golden Boot winner, has 8 goals to match Lionel Messi for the scoring lead this time and is one behind the Argentina captain's career record of 21 at the World Cup. On the other hand, Spain has outscored opponents 10-1 since a scoreless draw against surprising Cape Verde to open group play. This is France's 7th semi-final appearance, its 5th in the last 8 World Cups. Spain's only other semi-finals were in 1950 and then 2010 on the way to the title. In the FIFA ranking, France is ranked 1, while Spain is ranked 2nd, and the semi-final match tonight promises to bring all the drama and entertainment as we came towards the penultimate stage of the ongoing FIFA World Cup. AG Memorial Academy, Thoubal Charangpal organized a reception program for its school football team and coach after it became the champion of 65th state-level Subroto Mukherjee Football Tournament 2026. In the under-17 boys final, AG Memorial Academy Thoubal Charangpal defeated ASU FII Christian Institute Senapati by 4-2 to emerge as champion of 65th state-level Subroto Mukherjee Football Tournament 2026, which was organized by Department of Youth Affairs and Sports. During the function, Class 9 student Mangal Moirangcha was felicitated for getting selection as a player of Punjab FC.
Masih lagi Manipur baru silaga apa itu satu orang yang sih, anda mau pergi dalam kita parents na, ojas na, coach na, kau yang mana berga, hingga national kapasiti, mai pun nama kita zaman football ba, ay sulit pun terjadi jadi.
In Muay Thai, Manipur has bagged 7 medals, including gold medals in the recently concluded Amateur Muay Thai National Championship 2026, which was held at Chingta Deripad Indoor Boxing Court in Chennai. The championship was organized by Tamil Nadu Muay Thai Association under the aegis of Muay Thai Federation of India. Sagolsem Hentoichan, Sapam Pritam, Sagolsem Yaishna, Mangalsana Kondram and Naur Monica bagged gold medal in their respective weight categories, while Moirangthem Nilakumar and Usham Malim Ganbi bagged a gold and a silver respectively. The Manipur team was led by coach U. Santikumar. Manipur Amateur Muay Thai Association has congratulated the team on their success in the championship. Chingtam Social Workers Union has congratulated Delhi boy Kangjum of Bhamon Kampu Makhalekai on winning a bronze medal at National Kickboxing Championship 2026, which was held at Assam's Lakhimpur. In a praise note issued by its General Secretary, Nandaraj Elangbam, Chingtam Social Workers Union maintained that Delhi boy Kangjum, son of Kangjum Robert and Kangjum Ongbi Sunanda, won the bronze medal in under 18 65 kg category. The union has wished success in all future championships. And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Imphal, Manipur recorded a maximum temperature of 29.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was recorded at 22.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 80% in the morning and 77% in the evening today. As per report, Manipur received 2.7 millimeters of rainfall in the last 24 hours. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Tension escalates in Imphal East and Nongshum as security forces use tear gas and smoke bombs to disperse protesters, several injured. Odipok Apun Balub urges Union Home Secretary to order thorough investigation into Lemokong arson and fixed responsibility. Government targets completion of all ongoing rigid pavement road projects across the state by 2027, says Public Works Department. And Manipur observes World Population Day 2026, estimates state's population to touch 33 lakh in upcoming census. Well, that's all we have for today. Thanks for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, good night.